Hey guys, what's going on? We have another Alliance War video today, and today we're going to be facing off against SPBA, and we're going to be starting on Path 9, as usual, and our first fight here is going to be a Rank 5 Thor Ragnarok, and I'm just checking the global here. It is Dodge. I was just making sure it wasn't Bulwark before I went in. So I'm just going to go ahead and boost up a little bit. And while I'm doing that, I guess I'll just say it now. This war for me was not great. So including this war, I've taken 50 fights so far this season. And, up until now, I've done pretty well. I've had one death. So let's just see how this one plays out. So we're going to be starting with Thor. And this is going to be the Aegis Intercept node. So I'm just going to go ahead and get those indestructible charges off of him. And with Thor, I just like to hit him with one-hit combos because he has that little combo counter. When he gets to 20 of those charges, he gets a burst of power. And that's just my way of managing his power a little bit. So with Ghost, I'll just hit him once with my critical hits, instead of doing the little filler light attacks. And you'll see, we'll go ahead and finish this fight off before he even gets that power gain, I believe. So, throw in our special 2, and that killed him. So, our next fight here, is actually going to be on Path 3. Normally I'm on Path 5 in Section 2, but there was a fight here that I guess there was some concern about. So I went ahead and switched paths this war. And this first node is going to be a Rank 5 MCoC. And the node, I just read it over, it was the best defense and biohazard. And the best defense means that any auto block or evade mechanics that a champion has is enhanced. So if a champion has a chance to dodge, they'll do it. And if they have a chance to auto block you, they'll do it. It kind of takes the chance out of it. So there's no limber on this node. So I'm just going to either hit MCoC with one-hit combos, or I'm going to hit him with heavy attacks to build some furies so that I can get a good special 2 off against him. So you can see here his shield is active again, so I'm just going to hit him with a heavy to remove it. And I got to my special 2, and that's going to finish the fight. So next up here, we're going to have a Rank 5 Spider-Man Stark Enhanced. And this is going to be the best defense and backup recovery. So we're going to use Ghost, but we're just going to hit... We're going to take this fight slow, and we're just going to hit with our critical hits to make sure that he doesn't auto-evade us. So... you can see there, we're letting him phase through once, and we're just going to attack with a medium and build to our special 2. Bait out a special 1 because of the backup recovery, and then our special 2 will go ahead and take care of the rest of that fight. So far so good. We haven't had any real issues yet on our path. And our next fight here, somebody else took the buffet Korg. So our next fight here later on in the evening is going to be this Rank 5 Spider Gwen. And this is going to be debuff immune and Power Lock 1. So I believe this was the problem fight. This was the fight that caused me to get moved over to this lane this time. And I'm really comfortable fighting Spider-Gwen. Just 2 phases, counter with a medium, and kind of rinse and repeat. And the power lock 1 node, if you can just avoid throwing your special attack, you can actually get quite a bit of willpower healing off of this node. So I'm just going to play this one really safe. You know, block if I feel like I need to. But for the most part, we're just going to be hitting her with 1-hit combos. Got an intercept off there. And, you know, it's pretty standard and straightforward. So, again, not taking any unnecessary risks. With Ghost, her critical hits can't be evaded, like I said before. So there's really no risk in this fight unless you make a huge error. So we're going to finish it with our special 1. And that fight's going to be over. So getting ready to move on to our next fight. We're going to take this next fight in the morning. But this is where the war goes downhill for me. So this fight is going to be counter tactics and stun immunity, and it's going to be a 565 Corvus. So the reason that I ranked up Ghost several seasons ago on the old map was actually for this fight. When Corvus started getting placed on this node on the old map, people were struggling a lot because of the counter tactics, and I actually volunteered to start taking this fight. So you can see there, I got parried, which armor broke me, and now because his damage ramps up so much from each time that you hit him, I just felt like this whole time I was 1 blocked hit away from dying after that error. So I start playing really poorly. I would say, like, I started playing overly conservative. There are several times here that I could have taken right there. I could have taken the phased hit and countered him, but I was too nervous about the timing and getting parried again. So you can see here we're going to drop a special 2. We're going to phase his special 1. And then, again, I'm just playing way too conservatively. I feel like it felt like the AI knew that I couldn't take another blocked hit. And here's where I really messed up. Right here, I could have finished him with my special 1. But I was a little bit nervous about it. And so I'm just kind of like messing around with him and, you know, trying to get him to hit into me while I'm phased, and he's just not wanting to do it. So there, I took the blocked hit and tried backing up, and he just continued his combo, and I died. So that was totally my fault. That was really unfortunate. I felt horrible about it. I'm 50 fights in this season now after this Ebony Maw, and that's 2 deaths for me. So not as well as I would have liked to have done. And here I volunteered for this fight as well, and I was still so upset about the Corvus fight that I definitely made quite a few errors in this fight as well. So I completely forgot about one of his mechanics. I took this fight in the off season, and it was no problem at all. But I did forget about one of his mechanics to be able to nullify your fury. So I did not end up getting the... and here I got hit by a special 2. I didn't end up getting to keep my my tactical charges after the life model decoy got killed off, and I was kind of trying to figure out what was happening. I couldn't figure out, like right there I got nullified, but in the fight I couldn't figure out why I wasn't unblockable. So here we're just gonna keep hitting into him, and I didn't really feel particularly concerned. In retrospect, maybe I should have, but I didn't ever feel concerned in this fight. I just felt frustrated about the fight before. So we got an intercept off there. I think now is around the time that I realized I wasn't keeping my tactical charges. So we're just going to bait out special ones here and do our best to finish out this fight. I do have suicides on as well, so I'm throwing special ones, but at some point I do decide to stop throwing specials because I don't want to get killed by the recoil. So we're taking a little bit of block damage here. Still wasn't super worried. And yeah, we're just kind of going to rinse and repeat this. We're going to be baiting out special ones, punishing them, throwing our own special ones to avoid missing. And you can see too on this node, there's part of the node is critical resistance, so you're not really doing a whole lot of damage. But we did go ahead and finish that fight out. And that was my last fight of the war. We did end up winning this one, but congratulations to both sides. It was really close for a long time, and then our team just had a really strong finish. So we'll see you guys in the next one.